And we're going to end off the podcast with the MLB World Series.
Yes,
Unfortunately, not the result that I wanted. But this went to Game 7, 7-game series between the LA Dodgers, your reigning champions, and the Toronto Blue Jays, who have not won since 1993 when they went back-to-back. But after 11 innings, the LA Dodgers take the one in Game 7, 5-4. The Blue Jays started off so well. I think they led 4-1 at one stage.
Yeah, they did.
Unfortunately, the Dodgers clawed back at the end. An utterly deserved MVP for Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who joined the MLB last year from Japan. He signed the richest ever pitcher deal of all time when he joined the league as a rookie, technically. $325 million. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. Probably should have, but apparently I read that the Phillies actually offered him more money. And he chose LA, probably because LA is a lot closer to Japan, and also they signed Shohei Ohtani, the best player in the world, probably a top 2 player of all time. With Babe Ruth, I guess you'd probably say.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of freaking great MLB baseball players.
But there has been a lot, like you said.
So top 2... Maybe but
he's got 2 World Series now. As soon as he moves from a shit team like the Angels to a good team like the Dodgers, I know it's the Dodgers, still picks it up 2 World Series wins. He's won MVPs. He pitches and he bats. So,
and at both elite levels.
Yeah.
Craziness.
It's crazy. And they're not the only Japanese people on that roster. But you put in here. But shout out to the Blue Jays. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., an all-time playoff performance. He's going to go next level next year.
Yeah. You'd think.
You'd think.
He just got paid a massive contract as well.
And he's a homegrown player for Toronto. I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact he was born in Montreal, because his dad, Vladimir Guerrero Sr., played for the Expos. Bring him back.
Big facts. He also ended up playing for the Angels.
Yes.
But
a few teams, I think.
I can't remember. Was Vlad Jr. the number 1 pick in that draft?
I don't think he was a draft prospect. I think he was signed as an international.
And to be fair, the MLB draft works really, really weird.
You can pick high schoolers, but you can pick college players. I think you can be picked twice if you go to college. Oh, you can be picked out of high school, but then if you go to college, you
can get picked again after. It's
and international players don't get picked; they get signed as international free agents.
And there's a lot of rounds.
And Japanese players, if they go professional in Japan, they have to get posted by their Japanese team in order to be signed in free agency.
Do you see my point about how confusing the MLB draft is?
I mean, that's not to do with the draft. That's to do a posting. But you said, did this World Series bring baseball back?
Yeah, because I'll kind of explain what I mean. I know it's not the most in New Zealand, not the most popular game in the world, but in America for many, many, many years, it was the nation's what they called pastime.
Yeah,
it was the game in the States, and it really fell off, I believe, for quite a few years
probably
as well.
Post the steroid scandal of the 2000s, when they realized all the top hitters were taking roids.
Yeah,
I think it went down a little bit. I think it was probably a little bit of a spike when the Cubs won the World Series. Because
because after 100-something years.
Yeah, 100-something years winning the World Series. But I think...
that's my question. We'll both answer it. Did this World Series, but did this playoffs really bring baseball maybe back into a little bit more of the mainstream?
I think it caught a lot of people's attention because there was a number of Cinderella stories here. Because the team the Dodgers bet before the World Series, the Milwaukee Brewers, were a bit of an underdog in themselves.
Yes.
They were very, very good. They knocked off a much better team before them, and they were awesome. But even the team the Blue Jays bet, the Seattle Mariners, never won the World Series, almost made it this time. Obviously a little bit gutting they couldn't make the World Series. But the Mariners, they were well known for many years as a team which had another very famous Japanese player, Ichiro Suzuki.
They were excellent for years.
Yes, he'd only give you 10 home runs a season, but almost every single time he went up to the plate, he got a hit. So, that's how good he was.
And to be fair, people will find that boring, but that's probably in baseball, which I've played, more important.
Yeah, he broke an unbreakable record, which was the most hits in the season, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
To the point where I think the elderly daughter of the person who had said it 100 years earlier went to the game when he broke the record. It was that big of a deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
To congratulate him.
Absolutely.
But I think also
the Seattle Mariners, also just to explain to anybody that doesn't watch baseball, and especially from here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, the Seattle Mariners are like the Chiefs of baseball.
are we?
Yeah, they are what we would call serial chokers.
Oh,
For the amount of great teams and players that they've had over the years, the fact that they haven't won one is insane.
Ichiro Suzuki replaced a man by the name of Alex Rodriguez, who
Yes,
one of the greatest to do it in his generation, even if he also took roids.
yes.
But I think also the fact there was a big international aspect to this World Series made it a little bit more interesting to people.
I think it did.
away.
Yeah.
MLB's obviously been quite popular in Japan with Ohtani being there, and especially since he joined the Dodgers, because they've been a good team and they're winning stuff, which has really helped.
Yes.
But also, I think Toronto being in the World Series, a Canadian team, a lot of people maybe wanting to see Canada get a one-up on the States.
And underdog too.
And also Vladimir Guerrero Jr., your best player. Yes, he was born in Montreal, but he was raised in the Dominican. So that's a cool story. A cool story for him.
Yeah.
And for everyone. But I think it was just all the series is maybe apart from the Dodgers Brewers series seemed to be a lot involved, and also the Blue Jays Yankees series was amazing baseball. The Blue Jays decimated them, and we got to see Big Papi Ortiz on the coverage just yelling "The Yankees lose" every time, and it was great. And then he got on the comms with Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who said the same thing after they beat the Yankees. And Yankees lose. It's great.
I love it, man.
It's a shame that this is the end of the MLB season, but baseball starts slightly earlier next year.
It does.
Because the World Baseball Classic is back for the first time since 2023. It will be held in the United States, Puerto Rico, and Japan, with the knockouts of the tournament will be held in America. So there will be, I think, 16 teams. We're not good enough, but Australia is there. But it will be really, really cool. The US, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Japan will be looking to go back to back. They won it last time in America, and it was Shohei Ohtani striking out his, at the time, Angels teammate and one of the best players of his generation too, Mike Trout. Which was an awesome scene at the time. Sorry.
There's not many fitting ways to end world championships like that than have going against your own teammate. But but you were saying to me that the US could bring the Avengers.
Yes. So Japan will obviously be looking to go back to back, but the US in this tournament in the past, they haven't really called up MLB players. Like a lot of American sports, they don't see the point in international sports.
Yeah.
But MLB at the World Baseball Classic last time, they brought in Mike Trout and Mookie Betts. We've already been told that the likes of Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh, Paul Skeens, and Bobby Witt Jr., who was at the last one, have already committed to play for Team USA in 2026, and there will probably be quite a few other players to also make the cut. But for Japan, Ohtani, Yamamoto, and Sasaki, all of the Dodgers, they will be there. Among other players, Yu Darvish, I think, is still playing. Lars Nootbaar will be there, as among as all the other NPB guys. But then the likes of Cuba, Venezuela, and the Dominican Republic will be filled to the brim of MLB talent. And I'm already pledging my allegiance to the Dominican Republic and Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Oh, is that right?
I am. Although, a fun little team.
You love a little Canadian team, eh? Raptors, Blue Jays. You telling me maybe Maple Leafs?
Or maybe. May not get too ahead of myself. We'll see.
You love a little Canadian team,
I do love a little Canadian team in the
it.
American League. But also, a fun little team in baseball for the World Baseball Classic is the Netherlands, because they can call up players from Aruba and Curacao.
True.
Like players born and raised there, because they're technically still a part of the Netherlands. So I was like, why have they done so well in the past? Like, all their players are from Curacao. Or from Aruba. But that's the baseball for the year. We'll talk about the World Baseball Classic when it happens in March.
And the one thing I will say, just to end off that, is baseball back. Baseball is on its way to being back.
Yeah.
I do think the commissioner and the leadership of Major League Baseball, I think it has to change.
Oh yeah.
I think that they compared to let's compare it. So
I think we're going to see a salary cap added.
Yeah.
Because I think people are sick of the Dodgers just spending way too much money.
Yeah. I do think so. There's like these. I mean, they are quite big, but I think you'll see these things. But I think baseball absolutely has the potential to come back.
Yeah.
And I really hope it hones into this, but I'm not sure it has the leadership in MLB to have that yet.
Yeah.
But we shall see what happens. Because. I mean, I played softball and baseball. To be fair, I played any sport to get out of class. I played it.
Of course you did.
But baseball, was I played it for a year, and it's a bit. Honestly, I will go out on a limb and say that's probably the most technical and in that case hardest sport to play. You may think it looks simple, man. There's so many technical things that go along with it, but at the same time, I learnt a lot. Had so much fun playing baseball. I do hope it does get. I mean, I hope all sports get big, but. Yeah, baseball could be coming back if they can hone into this. But do they have the leadership? We'll find out.
Once upon a time, I went to a baseball cage in Japan and thought I could eat an easy 80k an hour pitch.
Nope.
No, I struck out every single time.
Yep.
No.
It is fast.
It's very fast, and the bats are a lot heavier if you don't know what you're doing.
Yep.
You're like, oh, I swung that way too late. But
did you not even give it a bunt?
I think I was too scared.
Yeah.
It was on top of it was like a 10-floor arcade /
They
indoor
have
sports
those there,
facility.
bro. It's insane.
And it was at the top of it. And I was like, okay, cool.
If we take a trip to Japan, you're taking me to one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was the round one in Osaka. It was great.
There's two things I want to try in Japan.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
And being in a pod hotel.
Oh, it's actually not too bad.
In a capsule.
I did both of those things in Osaka.
If I can fit.
Oh, I'm fat. I fitted it. You'd be fine.
Yeah, but I think if baseball can hone into that, that international flavor more, and get a little bit better leadership at the top, I think they're going to be in a good spot.